Bob and I knew each other mutually before we got involved in this ministry. I had a German exchange student. One of the weirdest experiences of my life was having a German exchange student. His parents actually came over from Germany, went to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. They're used to swimming in the nude in Germany, so they kind of tried that in Rehoboth, and then we had to go bail them out of jail. My wife and I, wasn't pretty. The whole picture wasn't pretty. As a matter of fact, the first picture he shows us when he came over to the States was them swimming in the ice, and the whole family had no clothes on. His grandmother, oh my goodness. She's representing the AARP, by the way, sorry. Bob's cousin became friends with Max, our German exchange student, and that's how I met Bob. And I really didn't get to know Bob until one night. Again, I don't want to date anybody here, but who remembers MySpace? Yeah, all those repping the AARP remember that. All the young people are going, MySpace, this is MySpace. And, but he was on MySpace, and Bob was at such a desperate point in his life that Bob had put out that night was going to be the last night he was going to live. He had taken everything into account and decided at that point that he was going to do an act of finality. And I hit him up on MySpace and said, look, dude, before you do that, let's talk. Come on, contact me, communicate with me. Well, he did. And here he stands today. Amen. So I'm going to let him share your testimony. I'll call it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, who is this again? Bob. Who? Bob. If I spell it backwards, who is he? Bob. All right, Bob.
Well, Ben kind of covered a good bit of what I've been through, so I don't know quite where to go from here, but I guess I just want to say that, you know, when you reach a desperate point where you think that your life is not worth living anymore. There's nothing you have to offer to the world. I mean, you look at me, I'm pretty much an ordinary guy named Bob. You don't get much more ordinary than Bob. Let's be honest. That's very true. So, you know, I was one of those kids in high school that nobody really knew. You know, I wasn't a star student, I wasn't a star athlete. I was an average, ordinary, unnoticed guy named Bob. And that made it tough, because you're trying to figure out where you fit in and you have no idea. And you get to a point where you wonder, if there's nothing I have to offer to the world, what am I still doing here? What am I still doing here? When I got to a point